Morning, everybody.
Morning, Rabbi.
There was a young child that he unfortunately lost his parents, and he remained alone in the world. One of his neighbors took him in, adopted him, and took care of all his needs. And when he got older, made sure the guy found a good job. He taught him a trade, made sure he was able to be established on his own. And when he bought a house, he helped him with a house. And whatever he needed, he took care of him to make sure that he's fully established. And eventually, he was on his own. And he became very, very wealthy, this young boy. The man that helped him was also very wealthy. But unfortunately, one day, the wheel of fortune turned, and the older person that helped him, that was like a father figure to him, and helped him, he lost all his money. Tried this, tried that, couldn't get back on his feet. So he says, wait a second, I have this guy that I helped when I was a kid. Let me go to him. Let me ask him for some help. I helped him all his life. So he comes to visit him, wherever he lived in a different town. And he's so excited to see him, and they're talking, discussing, and he's embarrassed. But at the end, he tells him, listen, this is the story, this is the situation. He's right now in a jam. He doesn't have anything, he lost everything, he needs some help. So the younger person tells him, says, listen, I really would like to help you. Right now, I'm very, very tight, but give me a couple of days, give me like a week or two, let me put my finances together, let me see what I can cash out, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help you. The guy leaves. He right away takes this young man right away takes one of his assistants, and he tells him, I want you to change your clothes, dress up like a poor man, with ripped clothes, like you don't really know too much. And I want you to go to this man's house, and I want you to sell him a precious stone for pennies on the dollar. So he goes to him. And he comes and says, listen, you look like I remember hearing about you, that you're a very, very involved businessman, and you know your stuff. So I want to come to you. I want to make a business transaction with you. He shows him the stone, this diamond, or whatever it is. And he gives him like a price that is like a joke. So the man says, okay, for that I can afford, that I can pay. I can pay that right now. So he gives it to him. Then like a day later, he sends another person, a rich man, to buy it back on the real price. So he made a nice amount of money now. Now he's Baruch Hashem. He's got capital now to start investing, and with that he started again. And he got back into it. So he sends back a message to the man: you don't have to worry. Baruch Hashem, everything worked out, and I'm back in the game. If I need anything, I'll reach out to you. So in this week's Parsha, we learn about the mitzvah of Bikurim. That any truma, any donation that we come and we want to give, thank Hashem for certain things, we go to the Beis Hamikdash, we tell Hashem, thank you for the crops, thank you for this, thank you for that. We come to the temple, we make a whole announcement, a whole discussion over here. We started off over here, we came here, we entered Israel, and now God gave us the land of Israel, and He blessed us, and because of this, the first crop, the first part of the whatever grows, I'm coming to give it to God. And then he goes and he gives it in exchange. He gives it, somebody's got to have it, can't just tell God about it. So he recognizes from Hashem and he gives it to the Kohen. So the question is asked, if he's giving it to the Kohen anyway, just give it to your neighbor. Why are you traveling 3 hours from the top of Israel to come all the way down to the temple to give it to make this whole announcement? Then anyway you're going to give it to the Kohen. You have a neighbor right next to you. Give it to the Kohen and that's it, and call it a day. Save yourself on the gas to go all the way down. So the explanation is because the first thing he has to come to recognize that it's everything you have and everything you're giving comes from Hashem. That's the first thing. When you recognize that, then when you're giving, you're not giving. Not like I'm giving and I'm making this whole. You're giving what you're obligated to give because Hashem really gave you the 100% that you have. And this is really something that we have to be able to take in, to process, that when a person gives tzedakah, when you're giving charity, it's not something that you're giving that it's coming from you. We have to understand that this is coming from Hashem. Hashem gave us everything we have, and we're taking a part that we're giving back to Hashem by giving tzedakah, and we're very thankful for the rest that we have. That's one. But even in addition to giving charity, this is really something that we have to recognize that we have this every single day. Hashem gave us life. He gave it to us for free. And we feel sometimes that I'm running the show. I'm this, I'm that. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm doing what I need to do. It's very nice, but who gave you life? Where did everything? Everything comes from Hashem. So if we could see it that way, it's a lot easier for us to process and to do what we need to do, and to sort of, in a sense, if we can look at it that way, to give back. A person needs to pray, and a person needs to do this, and a person needs to do that. We're not doing it bal karchach, that we're forcefully doing it. We understand that really everything we have, every moment, every opportunity is really from God. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a whole different story. So this person was able to see that this man gave him everything. Everything he had, this man gave him, and he wanted to give it to him back in the most complete way that he shouldn't feel it's a handout. He gave it to him in a way that he should feel that he owned it, that he got there. That's the greatest level that a person should be able to feel. But we have to learn from that also, that Hashem is doing that for us. He's giving us that feeling we should feel. We're but we shouldn't forget. Don't fool yourself now and convince yourself that you're really running. We have free choice, but everything we have really is from Hashem. We should be able to appreciate it, and we should be able to utilize it for only good things. B'karav mamish. Amen.